Mr. Speaker, thank you. I'd like to thank the gentleman from North Carolina for his help and the gentleman from Vermont for his support of H.R. 1391. It's a bill that will rename the post office in London, Ohio, the London Fallen Veterans Memorial Post Office. This has been an interesting journey. It started a few years ago when I found out about the tragic death of Josh McDaniels. Lance Corporal Josh McDaniels, who had served in the Marines, and we started a bill that would have named the post office after him. And then I heard from some of our Vietnam veterans, 17 of whom were killed from London High School in the Vietnam War. And they made the point very strongly and loudly that nothing had ever been named for any of them. And while we can never go back and fix the inappropriate way that many of our Vietnam veterans were treated, I thought it was important to move forward in a way that honored their sacrifice as well as Josh McDaniels' sacrifice and many other individuals from London and Madison County. Throughout history, citizens from London and Madison County have fought bravely to defend our nation and defend our freedoms. Unfortunately, many of them have made the ultimate sacrifice, and I'd like to read a few of the names here today of the most recent casualties in the wars we're in Afghanistan and Iraq, or have been in. First, of course, Marine Lance Corporal Joshua McDaniel. Second, Army Corporal Kevin Prince. Army Specialist Jason Lucas. Army Specialist Robert Swaney. And Army Chief Warrant Officer Matthew Ruffner. These are just the most recent members from that community to pay the ultimate sacrifice for our freedoms. This bill is a small step to honor the memory of all those in Madison County who've made the ultimate sacrifice, our fallen heroes, including the 17 who paid the ultimate sacrifice in the Vietnam War. Again, while none of us can go back and correct the way that our Vietnam veterans have been treated, I think it is today an opportunity for us to recognize those 17 as well as all past and future fallen heroes who've paid the ultimate sacrifice by renaming the London Post Office the Fallen Veterans Memorial Post Office. I want to thank my constituent Mary Henry, who came up with the idea for this name, and I want to make sure that we remember the sacrifices of our brave men and women. And I think this post office in London, Ohio, can stand as a tribute to all of our past fallen veterans and the future veterans who will pay the ultimate sacrifice to preserve our freedoms. Thank you again to the gentleman from North Carolina and the gentleman from Vermont. I want to thank Chairman Issa as well for allowing this bill to come to the floor and his support. I would urge all of my colleagues to vote yes on H.R. 1391 to rename the London Post Office the London Fallen Veterans Memorial Post Office. Thank you. I yield back to the gentleman.
Yields back.